Hello, everyone. My name is Chewy. This is the I Love You podcast, and today we're going to be discussing episode 169 of I Love You, and I'm joined by Vax and Fred. Oh my god, what was that episode? Oh my god.
Hey, first of all,
I
okay, let's just jump right into it, honestly. Like I'm just ready to jump into it. Like
so let's start off with the Alyssa and Noel.
I was gonna say Alyssa is definitely showing her true colors right now. As I said prior, literally like 20 minutes ago, I said prior was that Alyssa is showing her true colors and how she only sees Noel as a game. Like Noel is just something is the entryway. Like that's all he is to her now. And like it's really so insane because like you could tell, like Noel, like really didn't mean to like throw up on her. Like, oh yeah, that's kind of messed up. Like he literally apologized. He was like, "Oh god, I'm so sorry." But Alyssa like literally snapped, and like, oh my god, like the way they were going back and forth and arguing. I just want to say, like, he was giving back exactly what she what's it called she gives him, and the stuff she was saying was so hurtful. Like, oh my god, everything she was saying was so hurtful. And she was still playing the blame game, gaslighting. Oh my god. And then when she ends it with nobody wants you here anyway, oh my god. I'm like, why did she say that? I'm like, that's so messed up.
I think that Quimchee is really just trying to show how irredeemable or just like bad Alyssa is because there are so many like Alyssa apologists because like, oh, she's manipulated by Yui. Like, okay, but that does not forgive. You know who's been manipulated by Yui the most? Kosuke. Do we look like we're out here apologizing for his terrible actions? No. We still hold them accountable even if they are being coerced. Like what are we talking about here? Alyssa's shittiness is hers and hers only. Like, I'm sorry. Like, stay mad. I think this episode like really showed people, especially because I know the majority of the fandom are no fans, that this girl is like a different breed. Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, no, you're right though.
She
Because like
just
literally,
manages.
go ahead, back. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Like
She just manages to say the worst shit possible at the worst times. She just keeps getting worse and worse. Like her dialogue, just like it gives me fucking whiplash sometimes. Cause where the audacity she said when she said nobody fucking wants here. I'm gonna. Oh my god! And did you guys see the girl, from last episode, the blonde chick? That's not Alyssa.
when she was recording,
And she had her phone. Yeah. I'm really praying to God that somebody posts that online and be like, this blah 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 member of blah blah fighting with a fan or somebody. I don't know.
so nice. Like I would love to see that. We'd love to see it.
I'm
Alyssa
praying
slander.
Downfall. Same.
Okay. Are we done with like our general ranting? Holy moly. I feel like this whole episode is going to be ranting though, so strap in your seatbelts.
I'm done.
Who do we think that woman is?
Alyssa.
That woman that was recording. I think it's Sangcho's sister.
Yui did say there's a lot of reporters at this.
Oh yeah, it could be
maybe
just
it's a reporter.
bitch. It kind of looks like Sangcho's sister. I mean, I don't know. Does he have sisters? I know he has brothers.
He has a sister. Yeah, he has an older sister.
Maybe that's her. Dude, if that video gets leaked, it's literally gonna look like Alyssa and Kosuke did this to Noel, and they kind of did. So, oh my god, can you imagine the repercussions of that video getting leaked? It's mainly damning on Alyssa because they had that whole fight right before.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff Alyssa was saying, I mean, the stuff Noel was saying was like him just trying to like defend himself. The stuff she was saying was like really taking it a little too far. Like I think it really just shows how she really sees Noel and how like she views him.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong though, they're not really the best couple. But like, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's the best boyfriend, but like, she's definitely not the best girlfriend either. So like, they really just don't suit each other. But Alyssa is definitely worse.
like she had no fucking right to say all that shit. Like he threw up, and she should be asking if he's okay, but she's always turning it around and making it about herself. And oh, my thing is dirty. You ruined my night. Why aren't you asking about him? Why don't you ask him how he's feeling? He literally drank a shit ton of alcohol, which he never does. And you're thinking that he's like okay in the mind right now? No, he's probably having a hard time, and she doesn't even think to fucking ask. She will turn it around and make it about herself. This is why I fucking hate her. I fucking hate her.
Go off.
But no, the one thing I would like to mention is I feel like the main problem here, not even actually, there's a couple main problems actually. Main problem.
There's a lot here.
I feel like something you can really take from this is just to show how Alyssa was raised. I feel like she doesn't know how he knows. I mean, again, she would know if she would like have like a genuine conversation with him and just like ask him if everything's okay. Because she's showing clear signs everything's not okay, but she's just brushing it aside because like she just doesn't care. Like truly, she just doesn't care enough to really ask like, what's going on. That's truly what's going on right now. But like she's like retaliating by being rude because to her, like he's acting like a jerk and like she's not used to this side of Noel. But like this is like how he feels. I'm like, this is like how he is now. And I feel like to her, it just shows like her upbringing and like how she like doesn't really like try to know people the way like she should. Like she doesn't have any like real social skills to really like ask people what's wrong. Like everything has to be about her.
Even like her relationship with
like
Kosuke,
now it's really
like,
apparent.
Jesus Christ.
Like she just turns it right back on her, and then like she literally is like so rude about it. Like
this line probably pissed me off the most. She's like, "Why would you even drink that much? It's pathetic. No one likes a person that doesn't know how to control themselves."
Bro, that's literally like your future fiance. What are you saying?
She's just like, you're acting like Noel is like the type to control himself and be composed all the time. Like this girl does not know shit about how he actually acts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, and like it's like really ridiculous. It's like really ridiculous. Like
it's really like, oh my god.
This episode itself was so like not ridiculous in the sense of like oh, this is like nonsense. Just ridiculous is just like Alyssa like the way to like I don't like what are people expecting? Like when you push people, like this is what happens. Like I don't know what they thought was gonna happen.
Like you can't act surprised when you like do this to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like you don't get to play the victim.
That whole scene,
honestly, my biggest problem is that like Alyssa will literally like she will just ignore people, she will push people to their buttons, all of that. And I know, I get what she's saying because Noel is not the best boyfriend, but you are the person that is in trouble right now, Miss Girl. Like, you're the one that has been doing a lot more damage and shit. Like, you can't push people's buttons and then play the victim card when they finally snap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's sad that they snapped on you, but they also snapped on you for a reason that you're ignoring.
Yeah. Like, girl, this is the consequences of your own actions. Well, if it isn't, the consequences of my own actions. What's up?
As much as I want to blame Alyssa, like, like some of this, like, I know, like, you're really bringing your own pain to yourself right now. I mean, like he could have like not went to this party. He could have been left at this point. Like he didn't really have to drink. Like he's choosing to do this stuff. I mean, not really. Like, I also want to like primarily like because I hate when people like put Noel on like this pedestal. Like he can't do no wrong. Like so, I don't want to be that person. Like he is doing something. He is doing something wrong. Like he shouldn't be acting like this. But he does have a reason, and I feel like he's kind of justified in his feelings for all he's been through. I feel like how he's acting right now is kind of justified.
Yeah. I also believe that, like he said that he went to this party and he's doing the most just to get out of the party. Like, it's just the saddest part to me. Like, he went to this party with out of spite, and then it ended up turning into like a whole thing of just self-destructiveness. And now he wants out and he wants to leave. And the only way he can do that is to harm himself. And it's just really sad.
It is really like depressing. Like it's really also like there should be like a trigger warning for like this episode. Like I don't know, like this is
I think
be
we
really
do.
triggering. This could be kind of triggering for certain people. So I hope like that like there's like a notice that goes out when this becomes public. Like hey, like by the way, like trigger warning, kind of. But yeah, like it really is like all together. Like it really is like really sad that like this is what it's come to. Like this is like how bad it is now. Like this is like how he feels. Honestly, like he wants to jump off a building. Like I mean, I don't know how far down it
Yeah.
is. Like I don't really know how far of a jump it is. I mean, he might not really be trying to kill himself or anything. He might just be trying to like like just jump off the roof and leave because they said nobody wants him here, and he might just leave to go like the party or whatever, and he might just walk. But like the act of like him jumping off the building itself is just pretty dangerous and just shows like how like little he cares about his own life, which is again
Yeah.
really really upsetting because like it just shows like how bad like his mentality is and how bad he really like I just can't even explain it. Like it's just it's really
And
upsetting, honestly. Like
I'm going to talk about it towards the end,
Mhm.
but
This episode's all over the place anyway, so
it is.
our appropriate
But
reaction to this episode though.
yeah. Let's
Because
talk about
this
like
episode, like, do you guys think he's actually gonna jump? Like, he's literally gonna take that leap?
but I don't think it's that high of a jump.
Really?
I don't think. I feel like if this was like him, like really trying to like I feel like there would have been like a real trigger warning. If there's one next episode, then we know what's up. But if there isn't, then we should know that like it's not
Okay.
that bad.
I feel like Kim should definitely put like a disclaimer or some shit because like this stuff is dark.
Yeah, I feel like
Dude,
next
when the
episode,
guy
like, if he needs it-
mentioned, when the guy was like, "Oh my god, wouldn't it be so great to fly?" I was like, "Oh, this guy's gonna jump." Like that's when I knew. I was like, "He's on a balcony. He's drunk." No, but the guy was like, "Oh, I have the
Yeah.
perfect thing for the balcony," and he brings out like a fucking spirit. Like, are you dumb? Like that's not the perfect thing for the balcony. Oh my god, just so many bad decisions. Like I'm still out of breath, and it's been like half an hour since I've read it.
shocked right now.
Okay,
I'm
but
just,
I
like,
thought the guy was going to jump.
I thought like no, because like listen,
Like with
when
what?
that guy made that face, I'm like no way. And then like when that guy made the face of him like being shocked, I'm like no way. I'm like no way he got on that edge. No way he got on the edge. I'm like okay. I kept reading. I'm like okay, maybe like if they're not gonna show it.
Oh god.
Oh, they show it. I'm like oh no, what are you doing? I mean honestly, power move for saying you can call me Noel and looking right at Kosuke.
Oh yeah,
power move.
that's gonna keep Kosuke up at night, and I am so excited because he's gonna really realize how screwed up Noel is because of him and his family. Like that moment, I feel like is definitely gonna haunt Kosuke. Right? It's literally Noel almost like trying to like, like unalive himself, and he's looking right at Kosuke. Like he's not looking at Alyssa, he's not looking at everybody. He's looking directly at Kosuke.
I feel like
That
it's really.
would
I
haunt
feel like
me.
this is gonna be such a. This is gonna be such an eye opener for Kosuke. Like, wow, like I did this. Like
Yes.
I'm a part. I'm a part of this cycle because like I don't think
Facts.
he
Yeah,
really.
I
I don't
don't
think
think
Kosuke really understands
Yeah.
how much he's hurt.
He's like
Noel over
Alyssa
the
in that
years.
way. He'll just like push people's buttons, and then when they snap, he'll be like, "What is happening? Like, I'm confused. I'm lost." Like it's what Alyssa
Okay, but
does,
like,
but it's like, oh my god. And also considering the fact that Noel sent Kosuke to the hospital when they were kids, this is kind of the reverse, where everything that Kosuke did and stuff, that's kind of sending Noel to the hospital. Like, isn't that like a reverse situation?
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of ironic.
I can't get over how haunting that's gonna be though, because he's looking directly into his soul, and he's like, "You can call me Noel," and then he's like, and like, oh my god, Like I can't even imagine.
He's like such an icon though. He's like, yeah, I never
Okay, but
gave my
like
name.
Literally, he's like Britney Spears sometimes. Like holy shit, like so iconic. Like for what? Who made him this iconic? He really is the main
his daddy.
character. Holy moly.
He's looking at Kosuke like the name's Nolan, but you can call me Noel. And like Kosuke's face, like, oh my god. But
He's
like
like,
so like
oh my god.
he's like, stop, oh my god, stop, oh my god.
And this is something where I don't think Rand is in the back of Kosuke's thoughts. Because initially, he's always looking for Kosuke. I mean, Kosuke's always looking for Noel because of Rand. Because Rand's like, yo, where he at, blah, blah, blah. And also his own paranoia leans into it. But this is like one of the few moments where he's concerned about Noel for Noel. Because like, you know, he's like, oh my god, this guy's gonna unalive himself. And like, he like, it's not because for any other reason. He just actually like cares. I don't know if cares is the
Okay,
right
but
word. But it's just like if somebody tried to like unalive themselves in front of you, like yeah, you would be like scared out of your mind. Even if you didn't like that person. Like there are just some boundaries, you know?
I don't think he's jumping like
I
from
hope
the
he's
thing.
just
It's a
playing.
very
I hope this is another one of his goofy pranks where he's just like, oh,
okay.
He's just in a silly
The
goofy
fact
mood right
that he
now.
smiled,
that
he
killed
smiled, so
me.
he has an idea. I'm thinking that the problem with Noel is that his whole not perspective, his whole mindset is all fucked up. It's like ruined with this whole situation. He doesn't have the right mindset. And I feel like the conversation he had with that guy just really changed his perspective when he said, you know, I really wish I could. What did he say? I really wish I could just fly or something. And
Or some
I
more
don't know.
control.
I'm thinking when I thought of flying, I thought of yeah to get control, and I thought of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
AOT reference, but we're not going to talk about that. Um, I think that this is a moment where he's starting over. He's starting to be himself. He literally gave his name, his real name.
There's
When
no more
Oh
Yuki,
yeah.
like it's just no now. Like it's just no. I feel
It's
like
not even
Mhm.
Nolan. It's nothing. It's Noel. It's nothing. His name is literally nothing. He is nothing. He doesn't care. He's just like an
Exactly.
agent of chaos, as the Joker would say. Like he is that nothing, that zero-ness, that destruction, all of that. Like he is completely unhinged. Nobody can look me in the face and be like, "Oh, Chewie, you're just exaggerating because you hate Noel." But my guy, he's literally unhinged. Like I told you during the trial arc that this man is gonna like lose his mind, and people were like, "Oh my god, you're just exaggerating." Like, no, I'm not. I'm literally not. This guy's completely unhinged. Like completely unhinged.
says that Noel is like done like being like so like passive and submissive. He's done running. Like it's just like, you know what? Like you're right. Like this is his name, this is his life. I feel like he wants to take it back for himself, which is what the guy was trying to say, like, you know, he wants more control, he wants to be free. Because I feel like Noel's whole thing is that he was so like caged
He's trapped.
and like he's like trapped. He's like really
He's like
trapped
suffocating. He literally was like,
in his
I
own
need to get out of
family.
here. I feel like I'm suffocating. So his whole thing is like, this is freedom, not giving a shit. Just complete destruction, destroying myself, destroying everyone around me. Like, that's freedom.
That's why I feel like that's why I'm happy for him. I mean, obviously don't jump out of a window, but like I am happy because like
I'm not.
like I'm happy for him because like he's like embracing his name and like I feel like this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for Noel to become
Yeah,
Noel. Like I've been waiting for him to become like this.
facts. It's
Hmm?
it's just gonna be painful to watch, honestly. That's the biggest thing. And it's gonna be incredibly painful for Kosuke too, and I'm so excited about that because I feel
Next
like this
episode.
is like building up for like Kosuke's karma. You know what I mean? Like his season, all that like stuff, where he like really like deals with everything and truly faces the consequences for what he did. Like I feel
Mhm.
like this is all building up to that, right? Seeing Noel almost jump out a balcony, looking at him, saying that I am Noel. Like, oh my god,
Like
the
I re-
poetry. truly, of it
I
all.
think he's just gonna leave. Like I feel like he's just better like leave, and then now he's just gonna like. I mean, he might go see Shinna. No, like he was thinking about them.
Dude, I hope
Shinna
he
and
leaves.
Ko.
I think either way though, the impact is still there. Like
Hmm.
Kosuke is gonna be shooketh. I don't think Alyssa's gonna give a shit, but I think Kosuke is gonna be shooketh.
I would imagine he would be.
I think that's the point, right?
Okay,
Because what else would this whole thing be for, right? There's gotta be like consequence for this if he just like pretends he's gonna jump and then never does or something like that.
So you're gonna get a
for
flashback.
mine,
I feel like the only
yeah.
consequence would be like Alyssa and like the videotape, you know? Because that makes it
Hmm.
really look like Alyssa is at fault for
Yeah,
this.
because especially if like it shows like
Hmm.
her saying like no one wants you here anyway, and
Yeah.
then like the next
And
thing
then
you
I
see is like
feel
him
like
like
some
jumping
of
off
the
a building.
people, like when Alyssa pushed Shinna, like some of the people,
Yeah.
schoolgirls that were there would come out and testify and be like, she's done this before. And then that's how
Mm-hmm.
Noel's gonna realize what happened to Shinna as well. And just like, you know what I mean? Like it's all gonna come down to that.
Yeah.
I think really the two major takeaways here are the video and like Kosuke being shooketh. And I think we're not gonna see the effects right away. Like I don't think we're gonna have an episode like the next episode where he's having a nightmare and it's about that. I think it's gonna be like something in his psyche, like his inner psyche, because we've seen how like stuff affects Kosuke. It's not very obvious. It's like a lot more like because he never deals with any of his shit, so he just buries it like super deep down. And this is gonna be one of those things.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, this family is
It's
just so bad. I mean, he's going to jail tomorrow anyway, so I mean, live your life, I guess. But
Like I
um,
mean, going
I'm
to jail. Like
what else does he have to lose? His girlfriend just admitted that she likes his brother that was abusive. His brother's doing God knows what. Shinna's out of the picture. Like just he has nothing left to lose at this point. Let him just do whatever the hell he wants, even take his own life.
okay, but if that fall is nothing but like a little beep and he lands on the ground like perfectly fine and just walks away from the party, I kind of don't want him to go to the party with the other party
Oh
because
no.
like it just feels so weird. Like they did there was a whole freaking like 3 episodes dedicated to them breaking apart and
Hmm.
him being like, "Don't ever call me by my name again." Like
I
it,
don't think they
it just
will.
feels like too quick. Yeah, I really hope they
Also, people
don't.
are gonna chase after him and stuff
It
like
just
that.
seems
There's no
corny.
way.
I'm
yeah,
really
which probably
hoping.
won't happen. But what I was thinking of, like, what if, like I said, like, what if Noel just like one day just ups and leaves? Like, what if he just like gets on a plane and just decides, like, yeah, no, I'm
That's
gone.
what we thought what
Like,
was gonna happen, right?
that's
Like at one
Hmm.
point.
what happened. Like, he was just gonna get up and leave one day, but he decided to stay. Like, yeah, it's just like, I mean, jail time. Like, what if like he really just gets up and just leaves? Like, I'm like so worried he's just gonna like get up and decide to like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to London anyways. Like, I don't really care. Like, you know what I mean? Like something like that. I'm like, I don't know if he can really do that because like there's probably like I don't know if he's on a no fly list or anything. Like maybe not, but like I think it's insane that he's really going to jail tomorrow. Like he's doing all this just to go to jail like the next day. Like you have to wake up and like drive to the prison. Like what? Like it's just so, like, it sounds so insane to me. Just like something's gonna happen. Something has to happen. Something's gonna happen. Probably between
Okay,
like
but like,
now
can I
and
talk
Okay,
then
we
about?
need to go
probably
through
last night.
process of elimination. Like what is absolutely not gonna happen? Noel can't die. He has plot armor. I feel like he could get seriously injured and that would give him like some cool looking battle scars or whatever. I don't think he's going to the party. He's like beyond drunk at this point. He's gonna pass out in 2 seconds. That video is definitely getting leaked. And
Hmm.
maybe one of the people that are around him will like pull him back, be like, yo, what are you doing,
I
Ugh.
think I don't think he's gonna go to the party either. I think he's just gonna skip it. Cause he might go to the party to look real quick and then like leave. He might do one of those numbers if we really want to be cliche. It's like
Hmm.
if Quim is feeling like being cliche, then we might do one of those.
I don't know.
I
I feel
don't
like he's gonna pass out in 2 seconds.
Mm,
I do think he's gonna be
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna go to the party. He might just go talk to Nana and have like this big like revelation thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, I feel like he might have this whole like revelation thing, and
Yeah.
then that might be just be it, and then he might just go to jail the next day. Well,
Rip.
I actually no. I guess you have to just like skip. Like I guess you have to go to like the other party at Mint Hill because I guess you have to go to that. Like
I don't think
so,
he's going to the party. I feel like we need to eliminate that. I'm sorry. Like, I just don't see it happening. First off, it's the
Yeah.
last night. Like, he's literally gonna pass out. There's no way, even if he tries to jump and he doesn't, that people aren't gonna like hold him down. You know, like people are gonna
Yeah.
chase after him. Rand is like probably losing his shit right now. Like this is not something that you can just like up and leave from. Sorry, it's not. I think it's this whole thing was
now
really for those two things that we mentioned.
this entire thing shows a really bad image on them as like a family because like
Oh
this
yeah.
is not the kind of image they want to show. I just thought about that too. Like son of important of Hirihara Corp branch owner
This is
tries
not
to
gonna look
commit
good for
suicide.
Alyssa either. I feel like
Right.
Alyssa's gonna get hit the hardest. Holy moly. Like this is her performance. This is her time to shine. But like also she was the one that was the most damned by the video too. So like this is like I feel like you know what I think could possibly happen? Maybe dumb, not really. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Crack theory with Chewy because it this is a crack episode. Um, I feel like, and I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but you know, like obviously Kosuke feels bad for whatever's happening to Alyssa because of Noel, because he does feel responsible for what happens to the people that Noel hurts, because Kosuke is kind of the reason why Noel is the way he is. So then, by extension, Kosuke feels bad for all of the people that Noel hurts. You know what I mean? So he definitely feels bad for Alyssa. Like when Noel threw up all over Alyssa, Kosuke was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I will get you new clothing." Which, by the way, Kosuke is always getting people new clothing. Like, what is happening? But you know, I apologize, blah blah blah. Like, he's always trying to make up for the mistakes of the people around him. Like, he's always in damage control mode. So I feel like, and this is a stretch. Well, actually, maybe not. I feel like this whole thing, the video coming out, all of this like damning Alyssa, like beyond redemption, right? Like everyone's like, holy moly, like there's this whole side of Alyssa we didn't know. I feel like Kosuke would swoop in and sort of save Alyssa's career because he feels
Mm-hmm.
like he owes her for everything that Noel did, you know? I
Mm-hmm.
feel like
Mhm.
he would do
Yeah.
that. Does anyone else see that?
I see it. I can see it playing out.
Um.
Definitely with the push of you, obviously, for everything in this story. But yeah, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see that mapping out. Honestly, I feel like I can see it. But then again, I don't even know how. I don't know how like involved he would really feel like he needs to be because
Yeah.
Kosuke is a
I don't
super
know.
involved person, if you ask me.
Like I don't know if this is where, oh my god, I'm sorry, I will swoop in, I'll be your fiance. I don't think that's what's gonna happen, maybe, but I feel like it's more so gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, let me fund you, let me publicly go out and, you know, cover up your image and all of that sort of thing, you know? And that will like slowly like lay the foundation for their future engagement. You know what I mean? Because Alyssa like is minor right now, I think. Like I don't think they could be together, but I think this is the transitioning point because right now Alyssa and Kosuke are really just like strangers. Alyssa wants to be more. Kosuke really doesn't have any incentive to even like be Alyssa's friend. That's what I mean, like not romantically. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this Noel doing something like this would inadvertently bring Alyssa and Kosuke together because now they're in damage control mode, right? Alyssa's screwed over and Kosuke feels like he is partially at fault for what happened. So he would go out of his way to kind of fix whatever's happening to the best of his ability, you know?
Yeah, I feel like if
And then
he really
Alyssa's gonna
was trying to
interpret.
like fix it,
Hmm.
I feel like he would like really wouldn't do it for Alyssa specifically. I mean, that might be a factor, but I feel like he would
Mhm.
really do it for what's it called? for the group itself because like his family
Yeah.
sponsors them.
That too. That's an excellent point. And especially if Yui's gonna push him, because obviously Yui ships Kalissa and also cares about the group. Obviously Yui's gonna push him in that direction. And Kosuke has no incentive to resist. Like, why would Kosuke ever say, no, I'm not gonna help you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is all set up so that he does end up helping Alyssa. And the two of them do end up becoming closer.
Yeah, definitely.
I
This episode
just,
was so much.
oh,
It
God.
was a lot.
It was so much. Like my mind is like racing. I feel like I need to recollect myself and like go through. I feel like I need to recollect myself. Like this episode was so insane. Like it was just back to back and back to back and back to back. Do
I
a
just
flip.
can't do this anymore. Holy moly. This episode feels like a heart attack. Do we have
Me
anything
like what's it
else?
called?
I feel like there's just so much. Do we have anything
I feel
else?
like there's so much, but I feel like I have nothing else to talk about. Like
This is just one of those episodes where you just have to sit back and scream and go like, "Yo, what?"
I know if I really sit back and scream and think about it. Probably later tonight I'll have my
Mm-hmm.
little rant.
Yeah.
Like, I'll probably do my little rant.
I mean, though, if we are done for today, which I think we
I
are,
believe we covered everything.
okay.
I think so,
Well,
yeah.
uh, that's it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, our discussion of episode 169 of I Love You. And as always, I hope you guys join us next week for more. Bye!